Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to try and do a reverse flower dip and lip. I saw Fiona do it. I've already tried several times and failed miserably. So I'm gonna try again and hopefully I can get it to work. I don't have squeeze bottles, so I think that's the main issue I've been having is that when I pour my puddles, they tend to be either too thick or too thin or don't want to come off the stick at all, and it gets pretty messy. So let's see if I can do this the right way. I think I might be speeding you up for this because it's gonna take a while because I don't want to mess up. So this is my pearl white. It is pretty thick and I already watered it down quite a bit from what it was. So this is a dark purple. And see, there I go, messing it up already. And the reason I don't have these in squeeze bottles is one, I don't have any, or any clean ones. And two, these are leftover paint from a different pour that I wanted to use up. So this one is a metallic purple and I added a tiny bit of berry from Deco Art just to see if I can get some better lacing. So I've also modified my napkin a little bit because I only had pretty big ones. So I cut the edges off, and because they also were really thick and weren't moving as easy as I want them, I took off one layer. So it was a 3-layered napkin and now it's a 2-layered napkin. So this was a really light lilac. And then I've got a gold. And this is actually the base paint, and I've added some 24 karat gold from Deco Art. I do have my Deco Art paints always a little bit thicker because they tend to break up on me. I'm so sorry you have to wait for my paint to come off a stick. I'm just glad the magic of video can speed it up. You can see exactly how long it's taking because you can see my base paint drying around the edges. But I've had so many fails. I want just one win. I know how to do a flower and a reverse flower dip. I just don't know how to get this technique with the pulling to work. Let's do, I need a little bit more solid colors in here. Got a lot of glitters. And this base paint is actually, oh, already dropped some paint in it. So this base paint is actually a scrape from another pour. So all the paint I had on my table, I just scraped into a little container. Mix it up, and that's what I'm using for my base. And that's just because I really don't like wasting paint. So hopefully this one will work. So let's make some little petals. And I'm going to take my paper napkin and spray it with some water. And let's go for this side. Like so. Gently make sure it's touching the paint. My heart rate is through the roof. Crazy, huh? It's just paint. But still makes me a lot of nervous. And I might have to take you up a little bit because you're in the way. So let's try and do this correctly. First gather the big corners. And get the little ones in between. And say a little prayer to the paint gods and try and lift this correctly. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than I had before. So let's give it a little torch. And I've got a feeling I would love to spread it out, but because the center's here, I think I have to move it to the center of the spinner. Maybe the thing I need to add a little bit more of the base paint. So I might actually get it a little bit more off center. Give it a little spin, see what it does. Okay, let me get the other spinner. Okay, let's see if it wants to spin and not just fly everywhere. It's moving, but it's not moving where I want it. Gosh, this is hard. That's all my own fault because I make my paints too thick. Maybe even some of them too thin. I did a drip test and they looked all the same. Okay, just gonna show you up close so you can see my white is just breaking up. The pearl white just doesn't want to play. So I'm gonna scrape it again. And I want to try again, but maybe just a normal flower. I do have a little bit more paint left. So let's try that. Okay, so to save some time, I redid my base, I did my puddles. Let's torch it real quick. Pull stick through it. So I left out the pearl white because I think that was the one that was misbehaving. So I liked how my napkin was working with just the 2 layers, so I'm gonna spray one. I preparated the same. Let's put it on. Made a mess of it. Okay, I think that's about right. Now, corner to corner. Center to center. I love this spinner because it spins really nicely. I hate it because it spins really nicely. So let's try and pull straight up. Like so. Well, at least it looks like a flower. So let me add some paint around it. So let me give it a little spin. I don't want my paint going flying. Okay, it's moving. It's not moving as well in all directions, but let's give it another spin. Might have to just tilt this one. I just really don't want these to go over the edge. But it doesn't really look like a flower. Well, so what can I do to fix that? So okay, I've been thinking and I had this really pretty mossy green. That's a scraped paint. And I still have a little bit of gold left, so I'm going to try and make some leaves because I really like it. Looks like some sort of orchid. So I'm going to be really careful because I don't want to mess it up. Maybe tiny drop of gold. And then I was thinking by blowing it with my straw. So that one looks even better. I try to fix this one. So here's the final wet result. I played a little bit more with the green and the gold, and I modified the sides of the leaves a little bit to get them a little bit spiky, and I think it looks pretty nice. It's not what I was going for, but that happens quite quite a lot. But let's see how this one dries, and I'll show you the dry results. So my flower dried, and it dried really nice. It's nice and shiny, and it's pretty flat, so there's not a lot of bumps or texture. So yeah, I'm pretty happy how it turned out. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye everyone!